Earth magnets are easy to get online, and I use them for raised and lined leather tool organizers, which are a series of rectangular magnets sewn into a wet molded saddle leather base. This video shows how to sew the magnets in place, which is a bit tricky because the magnets are attached to each other, so much so that the magnets will move together while they are being glued together, so each magnet has to be sewn in place individually. You can make a two-piece plastic wet mold on a 3D printer, or make one like this with laser cut MDF. 1/4 inch MDF on the outside, and the layers or raises are 1/8 of an inch MDF, with the second raise being the shape of the magnets held in place with 1/8 inch dowels. When the leather dries after molding and is trimmed, stitch marked, and dyed, the magnets need to be sewn in securely. You do not want the magnets moving around or have anything smashed up against them because the magnets can break, especially if the magnets are allowed to smack together. Apply glue for the first magnet and the lining leather, but only the area which is to be sewn. Use spring clamps and an acrylic glue-up jig to sandwich the leather tightly around the magnet and allow the glue to dry. Wet molded earth magnet tool organizers are reversible, and the back acts as a good tool caddy, helping me keep tools and hardware together in a small area. When I sew them, I use 5mm hole spacing and 0.6mm Ritza Tiger thread with John James No. 4 harness needles. You want to make sure you have enough thread, but not waste it either, so measure enough thread for at least 3 times the distance. For sewing short distances, I usually give a little extra thread to make it easier to apply tension and tighten the stitches, and to sew 30 centimeters or 12 inches of stitches or more is about a wingspan for me. Any more than a wingspan, or about 5 feet, you will be pulling too much thread through the holes and working way harder than you need to. To thread a needle, cut off the tip of the thread to remove any fraying, and use your other hand as a support to help steady your hand as you feed the thread through the eye. Then pass the end of the needle through the end of the thread twice, and pull the end tight to lock the thread onto the needle. Start with a back stitch. Punch through 2 stitching holes and insert the needles. Take the most forward needle and push it through the back hole, then pass both ends of the thread through the first hole, which locks the thread in place as the thread is passed through the same hole twice. As you push the awl through, you want to get the same perpendicular angle so the stitches will not cut into each other. Also, as you are pulling the awl back through the hole, have your needle ready to pass through while the hole is opened up. Trying to force a needle through a hole will make it harder on your wrists and fingers. To finish the row of stitching, go over the first back stitch with only 1 thread, and since the lining leather will be covered, you can tie a square knot and cut or burn the ends off. After the last magnet is glued and sewn in, attach the back and finish the edges with edge paint and the surface of the leather with conditioner. This same process is used for different sized and orientated earth magnet tool organizers too.